A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development that has captured the attention of both political and financial circles, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has requested an internal review of the central bank's controversial $2.5 billion headquarters renovation project. This request comes in the wake of mounting criticism from the Trump administration, which has accused the Federal Reserve of fiscal mismanagement and lack of oversight regarding the ambitious renovation, initially budgeted at $2.5 billion, but now plagued by escalating costs. The project, which aims to modernize the Fed's Washington, D.C. headquarters, the Eccles Building, has drawn ire from high-ranking officials, including President Donald Trump himself. The criticism has centered on the perception that the Fed is spending taxpayer-like money without adequate congressional oversight, raising concerns about accountability and fiscal responsibility. Kevin Hassett, director of the National Economic Council, voiced these concerns during a recent appearance on CNBC's Squawk Box, stating, "The idea that the Fed could print money and then spend $2.5 billion on a building without real congressional oversight didn't occur to the people that framed the Federal Reserve Act." The implications of this statement highlight a growing sentiment among some government officials that the Federal Reserve may be operating beyond its intended scope, leading to calls for greater scrutiny and oversight. In response to the mounting pressure, Powell has directed Inspector General Michael Horowitz to conduct a thorough examination of the renovation's costs and any potential mismanagement. The Inspector General is responsible for investigating allegations of fraud, waste, and abuse within the Federal Reserve and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The review aims to address concerns raised by the Trump administration and restore public confidence in the Fed's operations. Russell Vaught, head of the Office of Management and Budget, has also weighed in on the issue, likening the renovation project to the opulent Palace of Versailles and accusing Powell of fiscal mismanagement. Vaught's comments further underscore the administration's commitment to holding the Fed accountable for its spending decisions. In an effort to clarify the rationale behind the renovation and address public concerns, the Federal Reserve has launched a detailed FAQ page on its website. This page outlines the necessity of the project, which includes the removal of hazardous materials such as asbestos and lead, as well as updates to bring the buildings up to modern safety codes. The Fed has emphasized that while periodic maintenance has been conducted over the years, neither of the buildings involved in the renovation has undergone a comprehensive overhaul since their original construction. Notably, the Federal Reserve operates independently and is not taxpayer-funded, which complicates the oversight dynamic. Despite this independence, the Fed has collaborated with the National Capital Planning Commission on the renovation project, asserting that the changes made during the planning process do not warrant further review. Former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh, who is often mentioned as a potential successor to Powell when his term ends in May 2026, has also criticized the renovation costs, labeling them outrageous and indicative of the central bank's drift from its core mission. Warsh's comments reflect a broader concern among some economists and policymakers regarding the Fed's direction and priorities. As the review unfolds, it remains to be seen how the findings will impact the ongoing debate over the Federal Reserve's role in the U.S. economy and its approach to fiscal responsibility. The scrutiny surrounding the renovation project may prompt a re-evaluation of the Fed's practices and its relationship with the federal government. In the meantime, the public and political figures alike are left to ponder the implications of this high-profile renovation and the potential consequences for the Federal Reserve's leadership and credibility. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.